Hello. I make chili a lot. This is a cooking video, and the stuff was especially cheap at the grocery store the other day. So I figured I'd show, for posterity's sake, I'll film this chili recipe, and then I'll look back in the future and be like, wow, that was so cheap. So the first thing, I already got these started. This looks bad right now. It looks really bad. But I started with beans, with chickpeas actually, garbanzo beans. And you want to. The number one thing that I've had like messed up when I do chili is if I do dry beans, having them turn out too hard. So I like to cook those well in advance. And it's pretty common for them to foam up a little bit. So that's what we have here with the chickpeas. Um, yeah, that's not great, but it is what it is. I'll skim it off and probably put some of them in a bowl. Um, and this chicken that I got all this chicken for $6. This is 10 pounds. So plans, we put the chickpeas in here because they were overflowing. And now this is what I'll use to make chicken stock from the chicken bones. Alright, so I'm taking all the chicken out of the bag, and at first I'm like, alright, I'll put it all on the cutting board, then in the bowl, and then I realized I needed a couple bowls to manage everything. Um, Here we go. Cutting. Um, I probably should have looked up. I've done this a decent amount, but I forgot kind of the ideal way to cut a chicken leg, quarter, whatever. This is sped up 30 times, so this clip is, I don't know, a minute 40, which means it corresponds to almost 1 hour, I guess. Wait, no, this clip is longer than that. I think this was like an hour and a half total, so it's like a 3 minute clip. Um, and yeah, the first over an hour was just cutting. I'll get to the grinding soon enough, and that's a lot faster. But yeah, just cutting away, doing as much with my hands as I can, because I'm bad with a knife. Um, as if that's smart, whatever. Yeah, so kind of what I was doing is kind of like just trying to dislocate the like the drumstick bone as much as possible, and then I'd cut that. And then when you have the thigh, there's like the one bone you can pop out easy enough, pull that out, and then just like sawing off the whole backbone piece. Um, and all of the bones, the reason I keep walking away is because I'm putting those in the empty sauce pot pan. Um, yeah, and I'm making stock out of them. Or at least I kept calling it stock. But I think with stock you're supposed to filter out the fat or something, and I didn't do that. So yeah, it's you know a lot of chicken fat that I was rendering out of these cuts. All right, now here's the grinding process. Get the bowl set up, and you can just see the meat just churning out. Um, yeah, that grinder, it was like 20 bucks, and it's been really good to be honest. You just have to like make sure it's all cut up into manageable pieces. You don't have any like huge pieces of chicken skin, but yeah, it can handle them. You just you gotta know it. You gotta hang for it as time goes on. It's an art. I tried a couple of different angles. All right, so that's why having to grind your own meat kind of sucks, is because it takes forever. But we got through it, and the beans should be really soft now, and I should have a lot of chicken stock when this boils down. Um, so feeling pretty good. And yeah, so the chicken's all ready. So now I'm just gonna dice all of the veggies. So here I'm cutting the veggies. I think it was like 5 onions I did. Um, yeah, I had a bag of 2 pounds of them, and I left one onion in there, just in case I cook something in the next couple weeks. It's good to have one lying around. So, and then I had one like thing of celery, um, and like half a bulb of garlic, a little bit more, and like a thumb of ginger. The ginger was just left over because I did chana masala the other day. Um, and I didn't get too much out of it. Actually, when I actually tasted the chili, it like one of the spoonfuls I had some ginger in it, and it was great, but it didn't really affect the flavor of the whole thing. But maybe as it sits over the next couple of days, it'll get absorbed into the fat. I was putting the potatoes in, dicing up the habaneros, and yeah, pretty quick. All right, vegetables all chopped up. Got peppers, onions, garlic, celery, some ginger. And stock keeps going. Beans are really soft now. All right, vegetables getting nice and hot. We just want the onions to get a little translucent before we add the meat in. And the stock, yeah, chicken stock, is smelling really good. I added in the ginger shavings and the celery like leaves and stuff. Just because, discarded from what I was working with, and it smells really good. Alright, the onions are pretty nicely reduced. Mixed in the cumin, coriander, and turmeric. So everything except the salt and pepper. And then I have a little cinnamon as well. Little ingredient X, chemical X. But yeah, the one spice that's most important for chili is cumin, by the way. That's like what makes chili chili, basically. So, note well. Alright, the chicken is in. Yeah, now I just, keep stirring till it cooks. And once it's, got some color, then I'll add in all the tomato sauce, tomato paste. I added in the salt and pepper. Might do a little oregano just because I have it. And then I'll probably do the cinnamon soon. So, yeah, coming along. And I don't know if I showed, so here's the beans out of the oven. And yeah, so they were in there like way longer than it said they needed to. But I mean, it's not like they all exploded or anything. So, and that, you don't want your texture coming from your beans. All right, take it from me. You want the beans to just be a filler. So, no concerns there. And yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say we got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds of meat out of the 10-pound bag. So, still pretty good. I would always recommend just getting like boneless, skinless thighs though. If anyone wanted to do chicken chili. But I should add to that beef chili is also just better, so you should just do ground beef. But if you want to do chicken and they don't have ground chicken and you have your own meat grinder, asterisk, then yeah, just get the boneless, skinless, make your life a whole lot easier. Alright, chicken is all cooked. I added the oregano and then a little Worcestershire sauce. Really wanting it to be, it was a little spicy was the dominant flavor from the habaneros, and you really want it to be very savory before adding the any tomato stuff, because it's kind of like if something's fruity and you add tomatoes, then it'll enhance the fruitiness, and if it's savory and you add tomatoes, then it enhances the savoriness. So you want to make sure it's pushing your dish in the right direction. And yeah, everything else. Here's the stock under proper lighting. So it is the neon green that shows that it's good stuff. Alright, so this is smelling great. We got it simmering. We got the diced tomatoes added in there, the serrano peppers, and then a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of honey, actually. I didn't mention that before, but yeah, I mean, you know, sugar just makes everything taste a little bit better, so use it if you can. And we are going to strain out. You can see it's kind of gelatinized. The stock. So, I'm steaming my hand. So there's a lot of meat wasted here, but, you know, you do what you can. Alright, chicken stock added. Little beer can. Nice foamy chili. That's how we like it. But yeah, I mean, great. Considering this is chicken, you know, I think this has got a really nice color to it. Beans added in, still looking good. Let it simmer for a bit before I start tasting and worrying about spices. And yeah, now I'm gonna toss the compost. A lot of stuff, but it did its job. So this is pretty much it until tasting. So we'll see how that goes soon enough. Oh, and the potatoes are done in the oven. Don't forget ever to poke holes in them with a knife, or else they'll blow up. All right, now it's time to dig in. So, as is custom, I'll start with a baked potato. I'm not super hungry, so I'll go with 2 little guys. That was a 2-hand job. My trusty ladle. Stop dripping. And make sure to get a good first bite. You get the full. We want some peppers, some tomatoes, some chickpeas. We want everything in that one bite. So